Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Brittany and I talk all things beauty here on my channel. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so because I upload lots of new makeup content every single week. And in today's video, it's a good one because I'm so excited. I will be trying out the new Nomad cosmetics. This is the, I don't know how to say the name of the palette, but this is a French, like, Provence palette. I don't know how to say it. We're going to call it the Provence palette. And I also picked up a gloss. So I'm going to be doing a 3 looks 1 palette, testing out the gloss. So if you like eyeshadow palette videos, if you like Nomad cosmetics, then please keep watching. Hello there, you're zoomed in now. Okay, we are going to try out the gloss. And I got the lightest one, and this is in the shade Miel. I don't know. I can barely pronounce English, okay? It is M-I-E-L. And honestly, the wording's so small, I don't even know if that's how you spell it. But we are going to try it out. It looks so pretty. It's pink with lots of sparkle in here. Let me get my little mirror. And I do have a liquid lipstick on. And I just want to top this over it and see how... Because you cannot see, like, the full beautifulness of this gloss unless I have on camera, like, a lipstick underneath it. How pretty is that? And I have used this gloss already a few times and I really like it. So this is what the gloss looks like over that liquid lip, and I think it's so pretty and it adds just such a fun sparkle. Now let's jump into the palette, and I cannot wait. I have no idea what I'm doing. I probably should have thought this through and like really come up with cohesive looks in my head, but I didn't, so we're just gonna jump into it. And this is what the inside of the palette looks like. How stunning are these colors? These are like a muted color, so if you're intimidated by color, I think you would probably like this depending on, you know, if I like the formula. But I love, it's like wearable colors because they're muted, and it's like a little bit of cool undertone to it, which helps everything a little bit more wearable versus like neon, you know. So let me find my brush. Here we go, and let's just jump into it. So I'm going to do 1 look, 2 look, wash it off, come back and do a 3rd look. I really do like how they laid this palette out. Very monochromatic looks. You got, you know, pinks, this, yellows, purples. This one is like blue jean. It's like gray, blue jean-ish color. I don't even know how to describe it other than that. Anyways, I want to do more of like this row. So I'm probably going to mix and match. So I'm going to go in with the peachy tone first, and I absolutely love the concept of this palette, like the honey and the bees and all of that. And I do have a little bit of residue of another look. I was testing out my new Omni-Net palette from Untitled Cosmetics, and I have a little bit left on my eyes, but it's okay. We're not worried about that. And that is pigmented. Wow, that's impressive. But I love the packaging. I love the bees and the honey. I love Nomad because they kill it with their packaging every time. And let me just say, it came with lavender. Are you kidding me? I opened it and I was like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh, it's so exciting. I'm going to keep building that shade up. Nomad, every time, it's like, it's an experience because they always put every like little detail in the packaging. It's very unique. Now I'm going to go in with the darker maroon-ish shade because of my dress. And pack that. Whoa, pigment. Holy smokes. Maybe, you know how I said earlier how it's like toned down, muted? It's pretty bold. It's pretty poppin'. How fun. But it blended very nicely in with the other shade. Okay, now I'm going back in with that peachy tone, and I'm going to put that on the middle part of my lid. Oh, that's so pretty. Let me know if you picked up this palette, or if you're skipping. But I couldn't make my mind up. I was going back and forth. And then finally I was like, you know what? I've got to have it. I'll link her channel down below. My friend Aleisha Budget Beauty. She kind of like sold me on this palette with her beautiful swatches. And just the aesthetic of the way she presented this. I'll link her YouTube and her Instagram and all that. But it was a very beautiful review that she did. And after she, you know, went through everything, gave us all of her thoughts, I was like, you know what, I gotta pick it up. It looks so pretty. And just like, you know, the gloss, it's wearing really good. I have a little bit of fallout, so maybe do your eyes first. but also I'm like really packing that in. Now on the inner corner, I want to go in with this more peachy because I'm just staying in this row shade and just pop that on the inner corner. How beautiful is that shade? I really do love how they kind of have everything cohesive with the layout of this palette. In my brain, it just makes a lot of sense. How pretty is that shade? I love a good peachy nectar shade. That's awesome. And also, I was mentioning how Nomad, it's like every detail. They put in every thought into the packaging, the color story, the pans. Also, they give back. Sorry if I'm coughing. I filmed multiple videos today and had a candle going. And it about got me, guys. It about got me. Okay, now it is time to do the lower lash line. And I can't find my brush. Where did I put the brush? I found it, and it's a little dirty. I'm cleaning that on my leg. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with the dark maroon and kind of pop it right here. I love this shade so much. This inspired my dress today. It's like red. And I'm definitely going to hit up some wine after this because like this palette just makes you want wine. Okay, now I'm just mimicking what I did on top. Going back in with the peachy tone. I love this shade right here. It is so much fun and vibrant. I didn't know if it was going to show up, but I knew better than to doubt because this palette, or Nomad, always has such a good formula. Oh, so fun. Okay, now we're going back in with that nectar. So pretty. I don't even want to mess up the pans. Like, it really breaks my heart whenever I mess them up because they're so cute. And yes, so fun. So pretty. We're just going to kind of like leave her be until I put on some mascara and all that good stuff. Now we're going to pop over here on this side, and I want to do more of a purple look because I think those shades look really, really fun in this palette. And I'm going to go in with the lightest like lavender shade. I'm not even trying to pronounce the shade names because frankly I can't. Like y'all know, I always say I can barely pronounce English, and I do not know anything about the French language, and I'm just going to keep my mouth shut because I don't want to offend anybody. Your language is lovely, I just cannot pronounce it. That lavender shade, I love it. It's so pretty and cool tone. It's not like a neon, you know, it's super wearable. Now I want to go in the darker one right here and kind of help deepen that up a little. Just mix those two together. How pretty is that? I don't even want to take this look off. I feel like this is going to be my favorite. And now I want to pop into my favorites. Now, do I want to do that now or later? What I want to do, I'll save it. I will save it. But I definitely, like, going forward, my next look, I'm going to pair these two rows because that would be lovely. Let me know if you want to see that. I'll probably do like a reel on Instagram of me comparing or combining those two rows. I think I'm going to add a little bit more pink with this purple. I'm going to go in with this beautiful like duochrome shade right here. How fun. It's like pink and purple. Super pretty. I think that will complement the purple a lot. See, it's not as poppin' as the other shimmer, so I'm like really digging into that shade. I think this shade would work best if you have like a glitter glue to really make it pop, because I'm just going in with, you know, my dry finger. I'm not wetting a brush or anything, but if you wet it, it would definitely help. But that shade looks stunning with that purple. It's a little bit drier than the others, but still really pretty. And I'm also going to go in with that on the inner corner as well. Oh, that just like looks so pretty. I want to use this as a highlighter. Should we do that? I think, I'll wait, because I have another highlighter I want to show y'all. How fun. I think that's pretty. Now let's do the lower lash line. And I'm going to go back in with these two purples and just mix them together for some definition down here to kind of match what we did on the top. This purple, it's like my favorite purple tone. For me, it's just very wearable. Oh, it's so cute. Now I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This feels nice. and going with that on the lower lash line as well, over top of those mats. Oh, pretty. And in the inner corner, I'm just going back in with that pink, just to kind of mix it. Okay, I'm going to do some mascara and then I'll be back to show you the finished look. So this is the finished look for look number 1. I didn't do any lashes yet just because I'm going to wash this off just to come back and do another look, so it kind of seemed silly. And I didn't put mascara on the bottom lash line, but this is the first look. I love these tones together. It's so pretty. And this is the finished look for look number 2. I love these purple tones. It's like my favorite. I had to have this palette because of these tones. They look so cool. But I'm going to wash these off and then I'll be back to show you and start the third look. Okay, so now let's do the third look. I'm going to play more with the gray, so it's going to be more of a cool toned look. So I'm going to first start off with this shade right here and kind of put that in the crease and on the outer corner. Oh, it's kind of like blue, gray, purple. I'm really bad at describing shades, but this is very unique. I don't think I have like another shade like this in my opinion. Do the same thing over here. The shade is super pigmented and kind of intimidating for me because it's so bold. So I'm kind of seeing if I can blend it out. The shade is blending out really good. It's just taking a little bit of time, but it's, you know, it's looking really good. It's not patching or anything. So far, so good. Now I want to go in with some yellow. How fun is that? I kind of want to do a little bit of the darker yellow mixed with the brighter one. And then we're going to put the yellow shimmer all over the lid. So I'm just going to do this to kind of help tie them both in so there's not such a, you know, contrast. But this yellow and gray, they're blending in really good with each other. I didn't know if they would because it's kind of like a big contrast to go from gray to yellow, but they're blending in amazing. Now I'm ready to go in with that shimmer, the duochrome that I'm just so excited to use. And I'm just going to go in with my finger. I don't want to mess this pan up. Oh, I have to. Okay, I'm just going to dig in. And this is more glittery than the rest, it appears. Very unique. Definitely yellow, green. Hello, you going to focus? There we go, kind of. Oh, this shade's pretty. Just kind of see. Very pigmented. How fun is that shade? This shade for me was like the one I was like, okay, between that and the purples, I need it. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I cannot get over this palette and the packaging, just everything. I'm telling you, this is the third time that I have ordered from Nomad, and every time I'm just like, oh, it's so pretty. Every time it takes my breath away. They just outdo themselves every time. This time with the lavender, yeah, that was adorable. And I was like, why does it smell so good? And I was like, oh, that was so sweet. I just figured people who got PR got lavender. I didn't know that they sent it to everybody. That shade is so pretty. Now I'm ready to go back in with those grays and kind of deepen out the outer part. Just a little because that's super pigmented. Okay, just keep in mind that Nomad is very pigmented. Go in with a little and then kind of work your way into it. So I'm going to just blend this out and then start on the lower lash line. I'm just going to go in with the light gray on the lower lash line and then do some more of that pretty fun yellow. Oh, this is so pigmented. This formula seems... I'm going to say, well, yeah, it's a little bit better than the previous two palettes. I feel like it's just so pigmented. I am noticing a little bit of fallout with those dark shades, but that's to be expected. Alright, now I'm ready to go in with the yellow to kind of brighten everything up on the inner corner. I just stabbed myself in the eye. I can't see anything. I don't know if I got powder or dog hair or I got something going on. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here. And just kind of work that. For a yellow, this sucker is bright and pretty pigmented. Normally with yellows, like, they don't show up on me. It takes a lot of working and building and blending and packing. But, you get pigment with this. That's exciting. So I'm going to jump off camera, do some lashes, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look for look number 3, and I'm obsessed. I think it is so fun and pretty and grungy and like poppin'. I really do love it. So I'm going to zoom you out and give you my first impressions. I really do enjoy this gloss. I think that the little, like the bumblebee, like everything about this gloss is so beautiful. I love the component. The formula, it's really nice. It's a little bit thicker. I'm not going to say sticky, but your hair would stick to it. But it's nothing like annoying, but there is a little bit more tack to it than some of my other glosses. But I still really like it, and I'm glad that I have it in my collection. And let's talk about the beautiful palette. This, I wanted to compare, let's see, my Nomad Cosmetics, like the Whistler Lodge palette. If you're curious on the size, they are the same size. So here is the Paradise Islands palette. See how it's a little bit bigger. I just wanted to show you in case you were curious. I really do love how small the palette is, and it still feels super luxurious and nice. It compares beautifully like with this palette. So I just wanted to kind of show you the size comparison. But as far as the inside goes, it's genius. This color story is amazing. I just love the way it's laid out. And this shade right here, it's my favorite shade in the palette. It's a duochrome with beautiful sparkle. I'm obsessed with it. Like, I think it's so beautiful. I love the tones. I think the grays, I was really intimidated about these grays. And I thought it was green at first, but it's definitely gray, like a blue gray, but very beautiful. And I really do love the purple tones. It's absolutely my favorite, like the tones. Whenever I reach for this palette, I'm going to always reach for them because they're so beautiful. And these 3 shades are so unique and like beautiful and pigmented. The pinks, I only played with this one right here in the row. This one is the only shade in the palette that I tried that was just kind of like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. But all the other shades performed absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to continue to play with this palette. Packaging's beautiful. Like the way it was presented, it was beautiful. Like the packaging when it came to you, but it's just so beautifully laid out with the card, the lavender. It's just like the little details all add up, and it just like, it's such a good experience. So another one from Nomad, 10 out of 10. Like, we're 3 for 3, guys. I'm super excited. This brand's really becoming one of my favorites. I've got like a little collection going, and I'm obsessed. I think they are so beautiful. But yeah, this one right here, it's a goodie. I'll probably, out of the 3, I'll probably reach for this one the most, if I'm just being honest. I love it so much. And I'm gonna go buy me a bottle of wine. What are y'all gonna do this weekend? I don't know when this video is gonna go up because I have a few videos pre-filmed that are gonna go up first because I'm just so excited. But yeah, so I've got a review up on my channel of the new Omni-Net palette. I've got a haul, my Nomad, so just, you know, let me know what you want to see. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. Please let me know, did you pick that up wherever you are in the world? Hope that you're doing well. Hope that you're healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye, guys.